is the largest cash seizure in Miami-Dade police history.
And right now at 6, a big bust for Miami-Dade police who raided the Southwest Miami-Dade home and literally came across buckets.
Leaked clips have reportedly emerged showing Floyd Mayweather Jr. reacting angrily after claims that the Federal Bureau of Investigation conducted a raid on his mansion and confiscated around $250 million in cash. The alleged incident has quickly sparked intense discussion, with fans, critics, and insiders sharing a wide range of reactions, theories, and speculation.
Here you go.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has long been associated with a lifestyle centered on luxury and high-end displays of wealth. He frequently shares images and videos of large amount of cash, private jets, exotic vehicles, and diamond-studded accessories across his social platforms. While this image has reinforced his reputation as a highly successful figure in boxing and business, it has also kept him in the public spotlight. Recent claims suggest that the situation escalated when the Federal Bureau of Investigation allegedly carried out a search operation at one of his residences during the early hours. Reports describe the use of tactical units and armored vehicles entering the property with coordinated movement, with aerial footage said to have captured parts of the operation. According to the circulating footage and unverified accounts, Mayweather appeared visibly upset during the incident, engaging with officials on site and demanding clarification. Some insider reports further allege that large sums of cash were removed as part of the search, with significant amounts of physical currency reportedly transported away from the location. It is important to note that these details remain unconfirmed by official statements, and much of the information currently circulating is based on speculation, leaked clips, and secondary reports rather than verified public records. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is widely recognized for openly carrying and displaying large amounts of cash, often in the form of $100 bills. While this behavior is commonly interpreted as a demonstration of wealth and confidence, some critics and analysts have speculated about alternative motives behind it. Over time, questions have been raised about whether handling cash in this way could help avoid formal financial tracking through banks and digital systems. Cash transactions leave fewer traceable records compared to electronic payments, which some believe could reduce visibility to financial regulators, such as the Internal Revenue Service and other authorities. In discussions around this topic, observers have also pointed to the idea that large cash holdings might be associated with income that has not been fully documented or reported, though such claims remain speculative and unverified. Because of Mayweather's history of high spending and public financial scrutiny, some commentators argue that his preference for cash could be viewed as more than just a branding choice. These interpretations are part of ongoing public debate, but there is no confirmed evidence linking his cash handling habits to any specific legal concerns or actions by agencies, such as the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
How much money do you have right now on your wallet?
I don't keep a wallet. I keep money in the backpack. Let me see. I probably got a little bit of money on my backpack. I keep money in my backpack. Huh?
Come on, we gotta go.
No, I don't. Nobody rushed me. So I got like, let me see. It's 80,000.
Okay.
I got like 80,000.
Wow. That's good to know. Bueno, ya. We know how much money you have in your...
So today is 80,000, but you gotta realize we got the trick bag too. Because you may see that bag and then you may go for the bag, but then it may not be no money in it.
Okay.
So, we move the money around so you'll never know where the money's at.
Exactly.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has faced ongoing public scrutiny regarding his financial management, even though his career earnings are reported to exceed $1 billion. Observers have frequently pointed to his high-spending habits, such as private aviation, luxury automobiles, and diamond-encrusted accessories, as factors that raise questions about long-term financial sustainability. There have also been repeated claims about significant gambling activity, with suggestions that large wagers are part of his lifestyle. While some of his reported wins are shared publicly, critics argue that any losses are not disclosed as openly, making it difficult to assess the overall impact. In addition, his involvement in real estate investments, including high-value property acquisitions, along with operational costs tied to maintaining staff and business ventures, contributes to substantial ongoing expenses. Reports of unsuccessful business efforts have also been mentioned in discussions about his broader financial portfolio. Although Mayweather continues to present himself as a successful entrepreneur with strong financial acumen, some analysts believe that the combination of high expenditures, complex investments, and limited transparency could indicate a more delicate financial structure than it appears on the surface.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has been paid over $1 billion through his career. What are the craziest ways that he spent it? Let's start with the ice. Dude has almost everything diamond crusted, from his plates and silverware to the case for his gold iPhone to his $18 million watch nicknamed the Billionaire. Moving on, apparently Mayweather also loves golf, or probably just golfing around courses. Dude owns a pair of Cadillac and Bentley golf carts, worth over $500,000 together. Then there's his barber, who makes house calls 3 to 4 times a week, each visit costing money a clean $1,000. And it gets even crazier. Apparently, Floyd never uses the same pair of boxers twice, and he'll leave all of his kicks at hotels he stays at as gifts to staff. But the scary thing, none of this comes close to the dude's gambling habit. Floyd reportedly dropped over $6 million on the Heat in Game 7 of the 2013 Finals. And thankfully, LeBron came through for him, and that's just a slice of the money life of Money Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. was born on February 24, 1977, in Grand Rapids, Michigan, into a family with a strong boxing background. His father, Floyd Mayweather Sr., competed as a welterweight contender, while his uncles, Jeff Mayweather and Roger Mayweather, were also established in the sport, with Roger becoming a 2-division world champion. Despite this lineage, his childhood was marked by difficult living conditions. He grew up in a small 1-bedroom apartment shared with several family members. His mother faced struggles with substance abuse, and his father was frequently absent due to legal issues, including a conviction related to drug trafficking. These circumstances exposed him to instability at an early age. Amid these challenges, boxing became a central part of his life. Introduced to the sport through his family, he began training seriously at a young age, using it as both a discipline and an outlet. By the age of 7, he was already committed to regular training, which helped him focus and build structure in his daily routine. His dedication led to a standout amateur career, where he earned 3 National Golden Gloves titles and went on to win a bronze medal at the 1996 Atlanta Olympic Games. These early experiences shaped his discipline, resilience, and work ethic, forming the foundation for his later success in professional boxing.
Did it the hard way. You know, I'm a kid that came from poverty. I can remember being a kid living in Jersey with my mother. 7 of us living in a 1-bedroom. You know, no lights, no heat. Never cried, never complained. Just worked hard to get to where I got to in life. It's been hard work. Mother being on drugs, dad going to prison. 7 of us in a 1-bedroom. I left school within, I want to say, 6 months. I was a millionaire.
Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s transition from Pretty Boy Floyd to Money Mayweather reflects a deliberate shift in both his boxing identity and personal branding. Early in his career, the nickname Pretty Boy stemmed from his defensive mastery, which allowed him to avoid heavy damage and maintain a clean appearance after fights. This label emphasized his precision, speed, and technical skill inside the ring. As his career progressed, he adopted the Money Mayweather persona, which placed greater focus on his earnings, business ventures, and high-profile lifestyle. This rebranding aligned with his approach to self-promotion and major pay-per-view events, helping him expand his appeal to a wider global audience. The Money identity became not only a reflection of his financial success, but also a strategic marketing angle. In interviews, he has described the contrast between the two phases, explaining that his earlier style was more active, while his later persona is more calculated and business-oriented. One of the most notable financial highlights of his career came in 2015, when his fight against Manny Pacquiao reportedly generated around $220 million in earnings. Despite this, the Internal Revenue Service later filed a federal tax lien in 2017, claiming that he owed $22.2 million in unpaid taxes for that year. Mayweather responded by stating that it already paid approximately $26 million in taxes for 2015 and challenged the claim, requesting relief through the U.S. tax court on the basis that much of his wealth was tied up in non-liquid assets. This was not an isolated issue, as he had faced similar tax-related disputes in the past, including earlier liens. These repeated matters highlighted the complexities that can come with managing large-scale earnings, particularly when assets are not easily converted into cash. His situation illustrates how even individuals with substantial income can encounter financial and regulatory challenges, emphasizing the importance of careful financial planning alongside high earnings.
Floyd Mayweather is taking the IRS to court. The boxer still owes the IRS his 2015 federal income taxes, but Mayweather has asked a tax court for reprieve until after his August 26 fight with Conor McGregor, saying his current assets are, quote, restricted and primarily illiquid. Now, it's unclear how much Mayweather owes the IRS, but in 2015, he had a very big year, reportedly earning between $220 and $230 million for defeating Manny Pacquiao. Now, Mayweather filed the initial petition on July 5th, but the IRS declined, citing he had the means to pay the debt immediately. In the worst-case scenario, if the IRS does not approve his reprieve, a lien could be attached to all of Mayweather's property, at which point the IRS could seize and sell his belongings to pay his debt.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. reportedly owns several high-value properties across the United States, with residences in locations such as Las Vegas, Beverly Hills, and Miami. While these homes highlight his success, they also come with significant ongoing costs, including substantial property taxes. Over time, there have been unverified claims that some of these assets may have been sold or refinanced to maintain liquidity, though no official confirmation supports these rumors. In addition, speculation has circulated about his involvement in high-stakes gambling, with some sources suggesting that large wagers could result in considerable losses, despite occasional publicized wins. Concerns have also been raised regarding certain business ventures, including short-lived partnerships and investments that did not achieve long-term success. These discussions have led some observers to question the overall balance between his income, expenses, and investment outcomes, though such assessments remain speculative. Following the alleged incident involving the Federal Bureau of Investigation, various theories began circulating online. Some individuals have suggested that the situation could be linked to personal disputes, while others believe it may involve someone within his inner circle providing information to authorities. There have also been anonymous online claims, including posts on discussion forums, suggesting that large amounts of cash were kept privately to avoid taxation. However, these assertions have not been substantiated by verified evidence or official statements, and they remain part of broader public speculation surrounding the case.
We're not talking about being at the top 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, mother 21 years. Yeah, and they said, I'm the mother that can't read. I do numbers, I make money. You know my middle name. You own money. I do. P-Dot, let me see the bag.
Floyd Mayweather Jr., known for his unbeaten record and extravagant public image, has also attracted attention for his involvement in high-stakes sports betting. His wagering history includes both notable profits and reported losses, reflecting the unpredictable nature of gambling. One widely cited example dates back to 2014, when he reportedly placed a large bet on the Denver Broncos to defeat the New York Jets, resulting in a six-figure profit. In another case, he is said to have wagered on the Oregon Ducks to cover a point spread against the Arizona State Sun Devils, which also yielded a significant return. Reports have also mentioned that he claimed earnings from NBA-related bets over a short period in 2015. However, not all of his gambling activity has been successful. Some accounts suggest that he experienced substantial losses over time, highlighting the risks associated with high-volume betting. His betting habits have even extended to wagering on himself. Prior to his 2017 bout with Conor McGregor, he attempted to place a large bet on the fight ending within a specific number of rounds. Due to restrictions and timing issues at the sportsbook, the full wager was not completed, and only a partial amount was reportedly placed through an associate. In addition, there have been occasional references to more recent bets placed on major sporting events, further reinforcing his reputation for engaging in high-risk, high-reward wagering. Overall, these activities remain a notable part of his public persona, alongside his achievements in boxing and his well-documented interest in wealth and luxury.
What's the most you've ever won in a single bet?
Probably 1.2, 1.3.
Yeah, that's about right. That's about right.
You know, I mean, I've won. It's more like when you betting, you can win 600,000, a million, 400,000, 500,000, 600,000. You can win 7 games straight. But then when you lose $1 million, you're like, man.
What's the most you've ever lost on a bet?
Probably $1 million.
Oh.
Yeah. Who was that? I want to ask.
What was it?
Tony Romo.
Oh.
Shannon Sharp has suggested that Floyd Mayweather Jr. could, in theory, put his undefeated 50-0 record at risk if the financial incentive is significant enough. His point highlights the ongoing balance between preserving a perfect legacy and pursuing major earnings in professional boxing. Mayweather's spotless record has long defined his place among the sports greats, reflecting his defensive skill, tactical approach, and consistency inside the ring. At the same time, his career has been marked by a strong focus on maximizing earnings through high-profile events and strategic matchups. A key example is his 2017 fight against Conor McGregor, which reportedly guaranteed him a purse of around $100 million, with total earnings potentially increasing through pay-per-view revenue and endorsements. This fight demonstrated his ability to turn major spectacles into highly profitable ventures. Sharp's commentary ties into a broader conversation about what motivates elite athletes, whether priority is maintaining an undefeated legacy or capitalizing on lucrative opportunities. Mayweather's continued involvement in exhibition bouts after retirement, along with ongoing discussions about potential high-paying rematches, reflects a strategy that blends entertainment, business, and legacy considerations. Overall, his career illustrates how modern professional sports often operate at the intersection of athletic achievement and commercial success, where financial decisions and competitive history are closely connected.
If the money is right, should Floyd take a fight against Manny?
Yes.
Really?
He should.
Really?
Yes,
Really?
and he would.
Wow.
Look, we know this is why Manny wants to try to avenge what he think was a wrong. He believed in his heart. 3 people, Manny Pacquiao, Skip Bayless, and Evander Holyfield, believe that Floyd Mayweather won that fight. I mean, not Floyd. Manny won the fight against Floyd.
Maybe Freddie Roach. We'll find out.
Okay,
We'll find out.
But we know 3 for sure because they've gone on record to say that Manny won the fight. Look, yeah, sure, he wanted to get 50-0 because Rocky Marciano, I think, if I'm not mistaken, was 49-0. And 50-0, he gets to say, I'm the greatest of all time. I'm a retired champ, undefeated. But the one thing that we know about Floyd, Skip, that he loves money.
He does.
He loves what money, not only having it, but what it can do, what it can possess for him. The watches, the homes, the jets, the cars. And I believe, and everybody says, I ain't watching it. I saw it last time it was a bum. I wish they had fought. Guess what? Everybody's going to line up again and pay $100 and 110 for high def to watch Manny Pacquiao, 40-year-old, 41-year-old Manny Pacquiao, possibly fighting 43-year-old Floyd Mayweather, Skip.
I am with you on that.
Everybody says they're not, but they're going to guess what? They're going to get it.
Yep.
And guess what? Let's just say for the sake of argument, this happened. Manny won. Guess what that means? Even more money for a rematch, Skip. So Floyd Mayweather can stand to bank $500 million to $750 million in 2 fights. I believe he would be willing to risk that unblemished record for that kind of payday. And I think Manny Pacquiao showed enough against Thurman. Now, maybe they said he possibly could fight the winner of Sean Porter, Earl Spence Jr. Now, let's just say we're doing hypothetical here. He wins. He beats Porter or Spence Jr. That's got to be worth $300 million to Floyd. I think Floyd's willing to take that fight.
Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s move from retirement back into the boxing spotlight was influenced not just by personal goals, but also by his awareness of the financial impact he brings to the sport. He has described himself as a major revenue driver, emphasizing his ability to attract global attention and generate substantial income for events. After retiring undefeated in 2017 with a 50-0 record, Mayweather did not fully step away from competition. Instead, he participated in exhibition bouts, including a match against Japanese MMA fighter Mikuru Asakura, where he reportedly earned a significant payout for a short-duration fight. Although these exhibitions do not count toward a professional record, they have helped him remain visible and commercially relevant. His continued involvement in such events also contributes to the broader boxing ecosystem. High-profile appearances tend to boost pay-per-view sales, fill venues, and increase media coverage, which benefits promoters, broadcasters, and other fighters on the card. Through this approach, Mayweather positions himself as a central figure in boxing's business side, reinforcing the idea that his participation alone can elevate the financial performance of an event while sustaining interest in the sport on a global scale.
To have you back in top form already. You retired. What, Floyd, you want to be a champion emeritus forever? You walked away. You actually retired.
We know you don't know nothing about boxing. Finish going.
Floyd, why come back now?
Why not? Why not? The sport needs the cash cow back, you know? We already know what we already know what I can generate. We already know what I can do in the sport, and we already know who's the face of boxing.
You waited over a year to come back.
And I've been gone from the sport, and what these fighters done since I've been gone, together in pay-per-view, out of all the fighters, haven't topped what I've done in 2 fights.
The pay-per-view has been pretty good for Manny Pacquiao fights lately, Floyd.
They still haven't topped what I've done in 2 fights.
Well, one was with Oscar De La Hoya, who was the cash king.
I'm the cash cow, please.
Not compared to Oscar De La Hoya. Have you drawn as much as Oscar De La Hoya in pay-per-view, Floyd?
De La Hoya been on pay-per-view 1,000 times. It took me two times, 3.5 million homes. Me.
What do you think about the alleged FBI raid on Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s mansion? Could this mark the beginning of the end for Money Mayweather? Or is it simply another chapter in his already controversial legacy? Share your thoughts in the comments below.